Hey everyone, what's up? Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Spider-Man Homecoming Hot Toys MMS 425 Standard Edition. So let's dive right in. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be taking a look at today is the accessories, which as you can see, there are a lot of. Now, one of the first things you might notice is this Tom Holland head sculpt right here that comes with the figure. It looks incredible. It's really realistic and probably one of my favorite head sculpts. Now, the eyes are a little weird because they're looking off to the side, as you can see here, but it really doesn't bother me that much. And one of the other things that comes with the figure is this backpack and the book and the headphones. So if you want to have like a look as if he's coming out of school, you can do that. And the backpack it's made out of fabric. It has cotton inside of it. You can unzip it if you want, and you can like put the book inside or put the headphones inside or put the headphones in this pocket here, but it's kind of hard to zip it back up, and the little string on this one broke. But that's the backpack. The headphones are also really nice, but they don't fit on this head sculpt here. They really only fit on the Spidey head sculpt. He also comes with this Science Today book from school, and you can see it has real writing in it. Now it doesn't, it's just the instructions of the figure. It's not real science writing. Looks like that's not going to work. But it's still really cool that it came with that, because now you can have a book and it looks real. He also comes with these web wings that are really nice to put on the figure. They're kind of hard to get in there. They're just plastic. They're not fabric. They don't bend. So you have to put them in kind of an exact pose. But if you get in that pose, it looks really nice. You can see here that I have a magnet missing in one of them, but it still works out just fine. One of the other things that this figure comes with is 5 different kinds of webs. As you can see here, we have a hooked web, 2 straight webs, and then 2 thwipping webs that come with the web glob on the end that has a really nice sculpted detail in there. And to add on to those webs, you have this right here, so it can look as if it's attaching to something. So all you have to do for that, you take the web, you take the end of it, and then you just plug it right in here. Right in there. And then once you do that, you can take it and plug it right into one of these, which are the extra web shooters that come with the figure. Now, they normally just have no hole in them, but these have that hole, as you can see, if it'll focus. Yeah, these have a hole in them for you to put the web. So instead of just grabbing onto it, you can plug them in right there. Then you can plug everything else in. So then that's how you have the web shooting. I'll show that more in detail later. Then you also have all of the extra sets of eyes over here. So you have the eyes from the instant kill scene, which are really fun. I posed them with those a few times. You have these wide eyes that look really nice on the figure. You have slightly more squinty eyes, and then very squinty eyes. Now I have some eyes on the figure. They're really easy to swap them out. You might have heard that they're really difficult. These are just more of the normal eyes. So all you have to do, take whichever eyes you want. I'll put these in right now. Take it out. You might have to put your fingernail under there, but it isn't that difficult. And put it in. And then if you wanted to give him a crazy look, you could always just put in another side, another kind of eyes in the other side. So here we have this, looking pretty wacky. So that's the extra pairs of eyes that come with the figure. And then you have all the different hands. So these are more of the web grabbing hands. You get 2 of them. There are also fists on the figure when it comes out of the box. So you have these, and then you can take the web, plug it in like that. And that's all you have to do. So then we have the whipping hands. So you put them on the figure, you grab your web shooter, you put it on, and then you can have web shooting out. It looks pretty cool with these on there. Then we also have just more relaxed hands for if he's just kind of standing there. You can put him on his side like that. It also works for holding the book or the mask that you can use in the unmasked head. And then you can put that in like that, have him holding that. And then you also have these wall crawling hands. So those are really neat if you want to get a wall crawling pose with them. And then you can have him crawling up a wall. Then the last thing is this display base that you probably saw in the back. It's really nice. It has, so this is a glossy finish right here, and then this is more of a matte, sort of scratchy finish, but they also have glossy lines throughout it. There's also a metal nameplate, which is really nice, unlike just the plastic that they've been having recently. And if you can see that, it says Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and then it has a little Spider-Man right there hanging under it. Webs on the side. It has really nice detail. It's a really nice base. Then you also get the bendy wire that you can use for display. All it does right here just screws in like that, and then that's how you attach it. So that's pretty much it for accessories. So let's get on to the actual figure itself now. Alright, so here's a look at the full figure on the base. You can see it looks really great on there. Incredible vibrant colors, everything. And it looks very movie accurate. So let's take a closer look at the figure. Alright, so here's a bit of a closer look at the figure. It's looking really awesome. Now this blue material right here is made out of more of a rubbery sort of cloth. While this red cloth here, it's just a normal fabric. So that comes with some issues when posing, but I'll get into that later. So the figure itself is looking really great. You can see all the detail that was put into it here. All these black bits are just more of like a plasticky material. You can see all the way on the figure. Then on the front side, there's the entire figure. So, with this figure, posability is kind of an issue, but not really. Now, the figure, the cloth bits are completely fine. They're, just cloth. You can pose it as you would normally pose cloth. But these blue bits right here, they're a little more difficult because, so let's say you want to have Spidey in a more dynamic pose, so you bend his leg up. Well, that, if left for an extended period of time, will become permanent, and then when you unbend it, you'll get a lot of creases everywhere, which isn't great. However, I have noticed that if you just let it stand in sort of a museum pose, then it'll go back to normal within about 2-3 weeks. And then after that, you can just pose it in any other pose that you would like. Now, I'm sure a lot of people out there really want to see this figure with the Tom Holland head sculpt on there, so let's get that out of the way. Alright, so if you want to take this head sculpt off and replace it with this one, then it's really simple to do. So all you have to do is take the head, pull a little bit, then it'll pop right off like that. exposing the ball joint that's underneath that keeps it on. Then you just take the other head sculpt, turn it around, get it in the right way, and then just push it a little bit. You'll hear a small popping noise, and then that's how you know it'll be on. As you can see, it's on fully now. Now, I think that Hot Toys did a really good job with this head sculpt, and the way that they integrated it into the costume. Because I know some people who liked the look in the movie where you could see that this right here, the neck came down to about here, or came up to about here, and then there was just skin. But I think that they did the best they could, because if they would have tried to do that, it wouldn't have come out quite as good. Or they would have had to made it like the original Amazing Spider-Man figure, where you can just take off the neck entirely and switch it out. But the problem with that would be there would be a giant seam line right here, and it wouldn't look as good. So I think that they did a really good job with it. So now let's just head over to some final thoughts and some cool poses with the figure. So overall, I think that this was a really nice figure. It's made really well, has really great sculpting, really great materials, and it looks awesome up on my shelf. The box art is really great. There are a few things like the suit material that you could kind of watch out for, because the creases aren't really that desirable, obviously. But other than that, it seems like a great figure. Now, another thing is that the fabric in the ankles gets kind of pinched in there sometimes, but it's really not that noticeable at all, and it still looks great. So, anyway, that about wraps up this video. Thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully you tune in for my next review, the Captain America Hot Toys MMS 350 from Captain America Civil War. Thanks for watching. Peace out.